Hello and welcome back to Call of the Sea. Nice that the save feature seems to be working. Alright. Looks like if you just make manual saves, it just loads right there, which sounds like a given, but yeah, I've played quite a few games where that has not been the case. So it's been a while, so I'm gonna have to, remember all of these things. Whoa, yeah, right, the, weird, what do you call it, smooth camera. Gonna have to remember what was going on here. One thing I noticed in editing was just, I was kind of being, I don't know, weird, blundering with the whole, tide thing. Just, I don't know why, just brain fart, didn't think that, tides... I thought the tides were, linked one-to-one with a moon phase. Oh, if it's new moon, then it's low tide, but that's not how it works. It's, sure, it's based on the lunar cycle, but... yeah, the tides change every day, so I guess, depending on the time of day, right now it can be low tide or one step up or two steps up or whatever, which is what we're dealing with. So we had, one notch up on the tides. It looks like it was new moon, which I suppose would be here. And then, yeah, we have to reconvert those frequencies, but I'm still not sure, what exactly we're gonna get out of that. If it is just, we're gonna set the organ to do sort of a chord. A secret chord, if you will.
Storms. When I was a child, I used to cover myself with the sheets to not listen to the noise of thunder. I honestly doubt I'd like to cover myself with anything in here. Time to overcome my fears, I guess.
It's fine, you've already covered yourself in a nice comforting blanket of black ooze. So yeah, I mean, to start with, I'm just gonna attempt to, convert those frequencies into numbers, which we have, for, the rock vibration things. We have that already. This. And then convert those into notes, but then just from this thing...
I hope you didn't borrow this slide projector from the University of Denver.
So it would be
I think
this one,
is
right?
The right one.
Oh, did she say that on that? I was just flicking through them. I think this is the right one? Okay, yeah. And then she notes it down. Okay, I mean, that's useful. That's, a helpful little, nudge. But that was what I was thinking as well. Oh, and then, yeah, they explain this too. Okay, I mean, that's good, so you don't have to cross-reference. So, yeah, so we have 262, which was a C, then F, 349, and A-flat, 415. So it's 1 up and down, no, 1, the 4 diamonds, and then the 2 triangles. So that turns into up and down, 2 triangles. This one turns into 1, and this one turns into 2 diamonds. So it should be up-down triangle, single diamond, double diamond. Right? Is it just that? I mean, let's find out. I forgot my little sprinting utility. Yeah, let me just get that. Of course I'm gonna forget that, every time I record. Someone walking up there? Fish person? I assume it's just it creaking in the wind. Are they just leaving wire parts and stuff just strewn about? You would think they would be more careful with the materials they have, since they have limited resources here. So, single diamond, we want, right? So, I guess I open that, right? Double diamond, we also open. But not this one. The up-down one we want. Right? Did I remember right? This one, right? Yeah. I mean, we'll see. If it's just that simple. Is this, like, changing? Yeah, this seems to be changing as we do things. So not that one. Not this one. But down here. That should be everything. Yeah, and now that's goopy as well. Oh. Well, that wasn't bad.
Holy Mike, what kind of magic is this?
Who's Mike? Did this open as well? Seaside Serenade, play an ancient instrument. Well, that was a lot simpler than I expected. Like, it was building up so much information here. That is not open yet? It seemed like there was going to be so many steps to this, but yeah, it was pretty simple. But definitely, like, a little more complicated than the puzzles we've seen so far, and I can appreciate that. But it didn't go, like, overly insane with it. I almost feel like it could have been a little more complicated, like maybe you had to play a melody instead of just one setting or something. No mermen here. Sea creatures. Oh, there. Oh, elevator. Okay. Was he up here? Hello, old pal.
My dear old pal.
Yep.
I think I'm getting closer.
Why would you
to
leave that up
understanding
here?
What is happening to you? But it is taking a toll on my sanity. As fascinating as this island and its ancient and unfathomable wonders may seem, it's also a place plagued with misfortune and calamities. We lost Roy at the campsite.
New recording.
We almost lost our engineer on this beach.
Oh, that's weird.
The doctor went mad and stabbed him with a strange knife.
Like a re-recorded line or
because of
something?
This island, Nora. Initially, we were optimistic and in high spirits, but now we've all become resentful and discouraged. Even I can feel how I am constantly assaulted by dark thoughts. Anyway, if what I am going through here helps me find you a cure, it'll have been worth it. I hope to find an answer in the temple on that mountain peak. Love you always, Harry.
My poor Harry. He is worried, exhausted, disheartened. I will find you, my love.
Why would he even think to, like, leave a letter up here? Like, surely he wouldn't think that Nora would even come for him in the first place, much less actually get up here when she was sick and, like, could barely move and whatever. What is that? Just lighting? I don't know. I guess you just have to suspend your disbelief a little bit. So, what's going on here? We don't know, like, how to play this, do we? Left one.
Wow. Let's see what the next one does.
Yeah, just press them all. Great.
That's it. That's where Harry must have gone.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she, like, accepted this very quickly.
I'm
Just
not sure
holy
why,
Mike. And
but
it's like,
I
okay,
don't feel
old
this
news.
island is dangerous. Maybe it's because I haven't spent as much time here as Harry did.
Maybe it's because you're a fish person. And you're just, like, you feel at home. Like you're back with your people. With your dear old Papa Dagon. That would be my guess. What the hell is going on here? So yeah, now that's open. And there was nothing else to see over here, right? As far as I know, I just want to touch the goop, but I don't think we can. Yeah, it feels almost a little underwhelming. Like, I feel like we spent so much time in this camp, like, reading so many things, looking at so many details, and then, yeah, piecing together so many things for this. Let's take a little bit of a shower. Nice. Very good. Piecing together so many clues for this puzzle that seemed like it was going to be this very, like, big, overarching thing. And then it was just like, press 3 buttons and you're done. It's a little odd. And, like, weird up there as well, how it was just nothing, no puzzle, just press the 4 buttons and you're done there too. I keep thinking these are people when I turn around. Man, it's so dark. The Vanishing of the Lady Shannon. Looks like it might be brighter moving onward here. I hope so.
Whew, that was quite a hike.
Chapter 4. Quite a show. Oh, quite a stutter.
I've been seeing these horseshoe-shaped pillars all the way up. Do they mark a path?
I feel like they would do something more than just mark a path, but who knows? There's that JPEG again.
I'm at the top of the mountain.
No, you're
I
not.
can see that giant diamond-shaped thing really close from here.
It's not that close. And yet he still had time to, like, build a bunch of radio masts and stuff up here.
They built all this?
Yeah.
Just with pieces from the beached ship. Frank sure must be a real whiz.
I mean, that part is kind of fun, at least, that, like... Oftentimes, when I'm like, this is kind of weird, how did they do this? She actually comments on that, too. So, like, they kind of seem to know what you're gonna be thinking a little bit.
Looks like a sneaky snapshot. She doesn't look at all happy.
Great. I feel like the music is, like, way too low now. I've been adjusting the audio a little bit. I'm gonna tweak it a bit more. Well, now the music is just done with anyway.
Oh no! Frank died.
That was such an insincere oh no. Oh no! Frank died. And then the sad violin plays 2 notes as well.
Oh, Frank had a daughter named Evangeline. What a darling.
And now he's dead.
So Frank fought in the Great War.
Much good that did him.
I'm so sorry. He was such a talented man. And he seemed to be a good friend of Harry's.
How do we know that? Did we know him from, like, before the expedition? Nice hamster wheel. I'm surprised we can't, like, look at this thing. Because that feels...
I'm really sorry about Frank. Harry doesn't have many friends. When you finally do get to know him, he's so witty, so funny. A loving person. But it takes a lot for him to open up.
Yeah, this feels like it would be relevant to something.
His low spirits are obvious in this photo. What was wrong with Frank? He looks so thin.
And this was that, like... What was he called? Torohoa? Something? This, I guess, was... Did we know that? Was that... Cassandra? And then, yeah... Old Pal and Frank.
They built loudspeakers on top of this tower to reproduce the effect of the organ. Very clever, Old Pal.
Uh-huh. So I guess we're gonna have to replicate that again.
Nakal? So this is like Atlantis, but in the Pacific Ocean, right?
According to the legend that said the continent Mu sank into the Pacific thousands of years ago, its massive stone structures, generally irregular in shape, contrasted with the unique use of diamond shapes. This is reminiscent of other rhomboid symbols, such as the losange or the Hindu Lakshmi star. However, experts believe that in the specific case of the Nakal structures, instead of representing fertility and prosperity, the rhombus was a sign of transformation and evolution. Losange, rhombus, great. There's nothing here. Yeah, loudspeakers, generator.
Harry's convinced the answer to my illness lies inside that temple.
I haven't seen this before. Has this been popping up as well, where it's like, hey, turn around the thing, there's something on the back. Got to open that door. I don't remember that. No comment? I'll have to use the ship's turbine and juggle with the things I got from the ship to make this work. Let's see, why are there 2 apostrophes? If I manage to power the whole set just with the scarce materials that I have. Alright, let's check up here. God, it's so bloomy. Yeah, that's one thing I'm not a huge fan of in this game. Like, yeah, the bloom, but also just like the blur. Everything is kind of blurry at all times. I wish it was a little just sharper. It's also been a lot of like dark areas in a row. I'm hoping once we get in here it's properly lit.
Dead as a doornail.
Uh-huh. So not yet. Just jump down. Hop down. Very slow climbing. Was there anything else to see here? Don't think so. We have a way up here. I guess let's hold off on that and just see like what happens if I just walk in here. Oh, this is just another campsite of sorts.
They built a turbine to generate electricity under the falling water, but the stream isn't close enough to the wheel.
The wheel. God, what's happening with that? Like, why is this happening? I don't get it. I'm not, like, under the water. That's weird. It's like a lighting shift, but, yeah, strange.
These levers connect those gears to direct the wheel's energy into the turbine.
But you can't do anything with them right now. Trying to click and drag or whatever, and that's doing nothing either.
Blood-soaked rags. A Bible. It must have belonged to Frank. He thought it was a flesh wound, but it kept getting worse.
I've tried to do something with his wound from DeWitt's attack. No matter what I do, it still looks infected. I feel worse every day.
No power.
Okay. Huh? What is this gonna do? Hmm? Why does that work? Huh? That works when it's like on the bottom? So we do this and now the middle one works as well? I guess so, but like, yeah, what's the point here? Yeah, I mean, does nothing right now. Can't seem to do anything. No? Not sure what this is gonna mean, but like the symbol over there? Diamond with like a right line? Okay, we can set that to whatever I want, but we don't know what yet. Can't really tell if that's like related to this thing. So yeah, the top symbol is the same as what we saw here. Whatever that means. Is it about like an
sort of
order?
sound devices built around this amphitheater.
Yeah, they're speakers. Like, we heard this. It's weird. Sometimes she, like, comments on things where it would make sense if she said that, like, before saying, oh, they, like, try to replicate the organ with, like, electronics. Because, yeah, we already know that.
Homemade loudspeakers. Probably to amplify the sound.
Waterfall is the, like, up and down one. So that's, like, to the right. Oh, is that it? Is it that simple? Just like, okay, this one, you just push in the right button. This one, which is the top one, you push in the top button. So then the, like, little circle is left, and the line, the plus thing, is down. Is that it?
One, two, 1, 2, testing. Nope, doesn't work. Homemade loudspeakers. Probably to amplify the sound.
And that's just the same
There's
again.
a symbol inside.
Yeah, it's the same as up there. Oh, wow, could, like, jump down. Surprising.
Wow, this door looks thicker than any I've ever seen.
How do you know that? You can't see the thickness from outside? Wait, and we only have 3 of these? This one is, like, destroyed?
I like singing so much. Harry and I often sang together. When my condition got worse, Harry thought it wasn't a good idea to make unnecessary efforts. And we stopped singing. I know it was just for my own good, but my illness caused our whole lives to revolve around it.
Yeah, so I guess that's that. But we're not gonna be able to find the last one. Are we?
Are these figures singing like a choir?
Uh-huh.
These drops of rain are so refreshing. Feels really good.
She loves the water now. Yeah, and that's just going back again. So, can we find, like, the wreck over here? And still, like, push in the button? Yeah, looks like it. I thought I saw something to look at.
Heavens, looks like a rock slide crushed all the tents. All but one.
And this final one was
Did
left.
these stone columns
Yep.
just vibrate? Amazing! The hatches are opening.
And that's gonna, like, release more water, which touches the wheel, I guess? Yeah, that was simple. Alright. I guess I'm gonna leave it off here, and then we're gonna look around this campsite, and I guess power whatever the loudspeakers are doing. Yeah. Now we kind of went back to very simple puzzles again. And I mean, I guess, again, the organ thing was pretty simple in the end. It just seemed to be building up to something more complicated. But it looks like overall we're gonna maintain a pretty light difficulty level, which I don't mind. It's okay. But it does leave me wanting a little more, maybe. But yeah, next time let's enter the Temple of Cthulhu. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.